Imagine landing in a country where stepping outside the airport could risk your life. A place where tourists are extremely rare, and strict rules control almost everything you do. One small mistake could lead to serious punishment, or worse. Today, we are exploring one of the most dangerous countries to travel, and the truth might shock you. What's something people don't know about dangerous travel? It's often the rules, not the chaos. Everybody is looking for adventure. Sometimes that means learning the hard way. In a handful of nations, tourism is rare. Strict laws control almost every part of daily life. Speak out. Take a photo in the wrong place. Ignore a curfew, and you could face severe penalties. That's the shock. Danger isn't always violence. It's legal risk and severe enforcement. The safety reveal? With intel, respect, and common sense, you can stay safe. Research visa rules, avoid sensitive topics, register with your embassy, and hire trusted local guides. Travel smart, not reckless. Adventure with your brain on. Hit follow if you want more survival guides for wild destinations. What I wish I knew before booking a wild trip: not all adventures are optional. Some countries lock down curiosity and movement. North Korea is the extreme example. North Korea is often called one of the most restricted countries for travelers. Tourism there is tightly controlled. Guided tours only. No solo exploration. Strict rules on photos and interactions. Political tensions, unpredictable enforcement, heavy state surveillance make it risky beyond typical travel headaches. Consular help is limited if something goes wrong. Many governments strongly advise against all but essential travel. If you're curious, read official advisories, travel with accredited operators, respect every rule. Curiosity shouldn't cost your safety.
Why it is dangerous. North Korea is one of the most secretive countries in the world. Tourists are allowed to visit only under very strict government supervision. You cannot travel freely inside the country. Visitors must stay with official guides at all times. Taking photos of certain places, buildings, or people is strictly forbidden. Breaking these rules can lead to serious consequences. In the past, some tourists were arrested for actions that might seem normal in other countries. The government tightly controls information, communication, and movement. Internet access is extremely limited, and international news is restricted.
North Korea sits in East Asia, tucked between China and South Korea, with coastline brushing the Sea of Japan and the Yellow Sea. On a map, it's a tight puzzle piece. Mountains like the Paektu Range, rivers that carve valleys, and old temples peeking out from the trees. Rivers that carve valleys. Old temples peeking out from the trees. It's stunning. It's quiet. It looks untouched. But here's the twist. That beauty exists behind borders that are some of the most controlled on Earth. The country is extremely isolated. Foreign visitors don't just explore, they follow carefully planned routes. Guides set the pace. Roads are chosen. Cameras are watched. Many places are simply off limits. Then there's the line that changed the peninsula, the Korean Demilitarized Zone, the DMZ. It's 250 kilometers long, about 4 kilometers wide, and it splits North Korea and South Korea like a scar through the landscape. Ironically, it's also a haven for wildlife because people can't go there freely. At Panmunjom, blue conference buildings sit right on the border. One step takes you from one side to the other, at least in theory. Soldiers stand face to face. Every movement feels rehearsed. Decades of tension live in that silence. And yet, beyond the checkpoints, the scenery keeps rolling. Terraced hills, mirror-like lakes, and villages that seem frozen in time. Terraced hills, mirror-like lakes, and villages that seem frozen in time. That's the contrast, beauty versus borders. You can almost feel how close everything is. Nature, history, and the politics that keep them apart. So when you think of North Korea, don't picture only headlines. Picture mountains that hold legends, rivers that remember older borders, and landmarks that whisper older stories. Then remember the present. A nation set apart, where travel is choreography and the line in the middle is one of the most guarded on Earth. It's a place of breathtaking landscapes and boundaries you can feel, even if you never cross them. I bet you didn't know curiosity can be dangerous travel currency. Want to explore? First learn the rules. Travelers are drawn to mysterious places, but experts warn research risks, follow local laws, register with your embassy, and respect limits. Travel should make memories, not headlines.
You need to hear this if you're booking a bold trip. Not all risks come from borders marked in red. Here are 7 hotspots to research before you go. Syria. Active conflict zones, avoid frontline areas. Ukraine's eastern regions, still volatile. Yemen. Civil war and security gaps. Afghanistan. Insurgency and unstable governance. Somalia. Piracy and limited law enforcement. Haiti. Political unrest and spikes in violent crime. Venezuela. Shortages, crime, and unpredictable controls. Safety? It's simple. Research. Register with your embassy. Stay aware. Respect local laws and culture. Travel smart, not reckless.
What I wish I knew about banned places instead of just reading headlines. Hidden zones aren't just mysterious, they're dangerous. Ready to be surprised? From sealed islands, privatized islands to military zones scribbled off maps, some places are strictly no-go. Nuclear exclusion zones, secret archives, sacred lands closed to outsiders. Each has a story, and often a warning. Which country do you think is the most dangerous to travel, and why? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read everyone. If you love global mysteries and hidden geography, stick with Map Zone Facts for more countdowns like this. Remember, the world map is full of secrets, and we've only scratched the surface.